Hey video game fans, this is Matt, back for some more Battletech extended action. So, before I do this, which is the sixth video that I have done now with the Tukayyid campaign, I gotta review some things with you. So, at the end of video 5, we had a little glitch. We got done with our mission, we came back, and we're at this screen with the Argo. And when I tried to continue the Flashpoint from there, it sent me to a different mission. It had basically discontinued the existing campaign. It was still marking it as active, but it wouldn't get me back into the missions. I tried to find a way to get in. I couldn't do it. So I decided, well, let's just test something. So I traveled to a different planet nearby. It took 10 days there, 10 days to come back. Tried to restart the mission again. It still took me to the same Free Rosselhig mission. Actually, it was a different one this time, but it wasn't. My point is it wasn't the Tukayyid mission. So that pretty much nullifies what I've done in the last two videos. The last video, I guess, technically. Um, the previous save took us back to that original rest period prior to doing the Robin's Crossing mission. That was the subject of the previous video and the end of the video before it. So here's what's going on. So video 2 in this series, video 1 was just the preview of everything, but video number 2 that I posted actually, no, video 1 was the one that I did all the early missions and everything was good and successful, and I just took a break, then started video 2. Video 2 is where I'd had the whole thing where I couldn't figure out how to get out of the rest thing and messed it all up. That was partially my fault, partially the fault of them having an unintuitive system. But anyway, so that was our first playthrough. Then, not recorded, I went back and refought all of the original missions up to that one fight in the mountain valley. Okay? That is where I started in video number 3. Fought through that battle, successfully took the rest, then started up in Robin's Crossing. I'm only mentioning this because that is where the game auto-saved. When I took the rest period, it auto-saved. So we fought through that Robin's Crossing fight. We failed the mission. There were no deaths, but all 4 of the mech warriors that I had were injured. One of them was injured for 70 days. 2 of them were injured for 55 days. It was an utter disaster. In video 4, we continued on. I won the fight, the City of Death fight against Jade Falcon, but I lost a mech warrior. They got killed. After that, we started another fight against the Diamond Sharks. The Fight the 85th, that was the name of it. We won the battle, although I lost yet another mech warrior. At the end of that, they told me that Jade Falcon won their part of the campaign, which evened us up 2-2. I believe it was 2-2. That might have only been 2-1 at that point, actually, because we beat Smoke Jaguar and we beat the Nova Cats, I think. Yeah, and this was the one that we lost against them. I don't think. No. There was also Ghost Bears. We'd already lost to Ghost Bears, so losing to Jade Falcon, or not fighting Jade Falcon and then having Comstar screw it up, cost us, so then we were tied up 2-2. The next fight I fought, I went up against the Diamond Sharks. But during that save cycle, I messed up and we had to go back to the previous save. This is where I lost what I had done on that video in the previous one, because of the little goofy overlay thing. And then when I came back, I only had 1 mech warrior, and then I entered the next fight accidentally with two mech warriors, and so I just quit. Well, the previous save was back at that Robin saving rest point, making the video 4 completely null and void, and half of video 3 null and void. On to video number 5. So we started that from the rest cycle. So we did the Robbins Crossing mission again. This time we won. I had no injuries, but all four of my mechs got knocked out or were severely damaged, so I wouldn't be able to use them again. And then after that, because we just beat Jade Falcon, we were notified that the Ghost Bears won. So yes, we're being defeated 2-1 now. The next mission, City of Death. Went ahead and fought it. We had no losses. This time, instead of facing 8 mechs, I only faced 4, and I beat Jade Falcon. Great. But when we came back after the fight, instead of taking us to the next mission, we came back to the Argo, basically the screen you're looking at right now, and I could not get the mission to load up, as I previously mentioned. So I had to go back to the previous save, which is where we're at now. This is prior to the Robbins Crossing mission again. And if I remember right, this is after I rested at least, so all of our mech warriors are healed, all the mechs are healed, I'm ready to start. This is basically where I started at the beginning of last mission. I am not going to re-record for the third time the Battle of Robbins Crossing and the City of Death. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and start these missions. I'm going to play them out, barring any glitches, and we'll see if I can reach the post battle of City of Death, because I've done it once before, because I've already faced that battle twice. If we get no more glitches, I will continue the recording from that point. I'm not going to record a whole nother video in addition to the one I'm recording right now. I'm just going to pause it, and if everything goes smoothly, then I'll unpause and we'll keep on going, because I have a good 4-hour block before I need to go back to work, so I might as well take advantage of this time. If, on the other hand, I do have a glitch, then I will return, and we will... At that point, I'm probably just going to bail on this entire fight, because it's not worth it. It turns out I went online and I looked, and apparently they've had numerous problems with this mod going back at least 6 years, because I saw some threads where people were posting stuff from 2020 about this. Some of them were having problems with the game just not loading or going in. Weren't problems I had, but I did find one that had that exact specific problem. The one where they came out of the fight and they went back to the Argo screen, and then they couldn't get back into the campaign. So that is a problem. That was from 2022, I think I saw. Somebody had the exact same issue I'm having. Apparently it's never been fixed. So I'm basically giving it one more go. One player was really, really, really ticked off, because he was in the final battle. He'd already gone through all of them, and he was in like the last battle of the campaign, and it glitched out. And his only recourse was to start all over again, and I am not going through that. So if this thing glitches out again, then I'm just going to call it, and I'm just going to continue on. I'll make future videos of me fighting off against the clans on my own terms, instead of this obviously garbled mod. But that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start this fight and continue. But for now, I'm going to pause the game, so we'll see what happens. Okay, back for a little update. Still here at Robbins Crossing. Battle didn't start off real well. I lost my Annihilator on the 3rd round. She'd only fired her guns once, so was not very happy about that. She bailed out, though, so at least I know she didn't get killed. Otherwise, it's been okay. I wiped out the flanker force, and I'm working on the other force as we speak. They can't really get close enough to do anything against me, so...
You have my attention. Confirmed.
I'm just gonna finish him off here real quick. I did remember to use Lynx this time with her sensor lock ability instead of Strix, who doesn't have that ability. So fighting against the ECM has been a little easier. It still wastes one of my mech warriors. It doesn't allow them to do the combat, of course, but I got the firepower. These guys don't have a chance.
Confirmed. Awaiting orders.
Only mildly ticked that I lost my Annihilator, but losing it so fast is what really annoyed me. I almost restarted the mission, but I know that that can cause problems with the game, so I decided I better not, just in case it's going to crash the dumb thing or not make it complete the combat.
Affirmative.
Give up
Reporting
already,
critical hit.
buddy. Throw in the towel, wave the white flag, live to fight another day. No, you gotta irritate me. Well, I'll make sure you get a good funeral.
Engaging jump jets. Engaging target.
So,
Enemy mech
for the third time, we have completed Robin's
mission
Crossing.
successful.
Woof. That was some loss. Okay, so it was the. Yeah, I'm gonna have to replace those Ultra AC5s and a bunch of ammo. At least I didn't lose a mech warrior. Alright, once again, we're farming for Thors. And give me a Loki. I should say I really appreciate this campaign. I'm glad somebody took the time and energy to make it, despite the fact it has some minor flaws to it. The unintuitiveness would have been nice. It would have been nice to have some instructions about it when you're starting this mission. They could have very easily had a pop-up screen that says blah 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 blah, this is how you save games, blah blah blah, but they didn't do that. And I'm not the only person that's annoyed by that. Other people were happy about the amount of loot, clan loot that they're going to get out of the fight, but all of them almost universally have been upset about the fact that you can't save the game between, that you have to go through the whole campaign basically in one sitting. Technically you don't have to, because if you rest at a regular interval, you can save the game during that rest cycle. So if something does happen, you at least don't have to go all the way back to the beginning of the fight. But it almost encourages you to save after every couple of battles, even if you do have mech warriors and mechs still able to fight. And you'll probably end up losing portions of the campaign because of it. And a lot of people were upset that the missions were very ho-hum, that they're very repetitious, and it's just, there's a lack of variety, to use any other word, I guess. But whatever. So let's see what happened. Ghost Bear was able to complete it. So once again, we are ahead 2-1. And we have to, since we just beat Jade Falcon, we can sweep them out with the next win. So I'm just going to go ahead and skip this because I already know what the things are. We're going to help against the Jade Falcons because I can't let them get another easy win. If we fall behind with Diamond Shark, that's fine. I'll try to get a win, and maybe we can turn the odds in the next fight. So, what's this fight? I can't remember. Anyway, I'm going to stop there, and we'll see what happens later on in this fight. There's no reason to, again, record another fight that I've already been through. Let me see, what is this one? Is this City of Death? Yeah, this is City of Death against Jade Falcon, so it'll be the third time I've been in that fight. Just as a quick refresher, the first time we fought that fight, we were up against 8 mechs, and we lost. I take it back. We did win. But one of our mech warriors was killed. The second time I did it, in the last video, we won. We only fought against 4 mechs, and we didn't even have any losses. We didn't even lose a mech. We went through it pretty smoothly, because when I have 4 mechs and they have 4 mechs, I just destroy them. Usually, though, in the 4-on-4s, at least I either lose a mech or a mech warrior, but this time we kicked their butt. So I don't know. I could go up against 4 mechs this time. Might be 8. I'll probably do the same thing. I'll start the video again once I'm in the waning stages of the mission, so you can see how it ends and how it's been different than the previous playthroughs. And I say playthroughs because, again, this is the third time I fought this battle. Be back shortly. Thanks, guys. Alright, I'm back. Once again, we're up only against 4 mechs this time, and I'm handling them pretty well.
Affirmative.
We are facing against the Jade Falcons. They gave us 3 Thors and a Mad Cat. And boy, are they going to be Thor in the morning. I'm sorry, I had to do that.
All right. Scored a critical hit.
See if I can get out of this without getting anybody killed this time.
I hate these guys.
They're doing a good job. They're covering their flanks. They don't want.
Armor holding.
They don't let me hit them in the same side over and
Aye,
over again, which would be insta death.
Copy that. Aye, aye. Engaging target.
Let's see if I can
Scored a critical hit.
get them both this round.
Standing by.
It's gonna be tight. He's running a little hot. Oof. Yeah. I'm gonna have to take a turn off with those. I didn't really want to, but yeah, I got him with the torso. Boom, he's done. That's one of them. Now let's see if we can get this third Thor out of here.
Standing by. Firing all weapons.
Nope, but he's in pain.
Show me your war face.
Alright, this can be it.
I'm under heavy fire here.
Despite my heat issues. I'm gonna get out of this without losing anybody.
I'm here.
Reserve.
I'm here.
Oh, crap. Wait a second. Why is he not within range? That's not right.
Aye, aye.
Why is he not within range? I have direct line of sight. He's standing right there. Oh, I don't get this at all. He's not cloaked.
Orders?
At least he's targeting, but he's targeting indirectly. I can't get any of his direct line of sight stuff. Oh, this is just weird.
Aye, aye.
I don't know what's going on there. It's some kind of a
I
weird
copy.
glitch. It's like he's behind a building or something, but there's no building there.
I'm here. Acknowledged.
Great, so I guess I'm not going to finish it this
Standing
round.
by.
I'll spend the round just running towards the
Going full throttle.
tool and cool down.
Commander?
So I don't have enough missiles. Oh, I don't really want to be there. Crap. Oh well. Alright. Figure this out. Nice camera angle. Saw a lot of
My
action
armor's
there.
melting off. I'm receiving you.
Okay. Well, at least I got my line of
Moving
sight
out.
back. What the heck happened there? Oh, there goes his left arm, left leg, and left
That is
torso.
something good. Aye, aye.
And they're done.
Mech destroyed.
3 Thors and a Mad Cat.
Mission successful.
Okay, we're down 2-1. Let's see if this knocks Jade Falcon out, and we can go up 3-1. Oh, I don't think I lost any systems, and the body armor, the armor damage was minimal, so I don't think that came close. I don't think any of these guys are going to have to go to the shop. None of my mech warriors are injured. A, B, no, A and C, I guess. Ooh, 75, that's pretty good. Keep that. Let's see what the results were. Keeping track of this stuff as I go. So that was a win. No losses. Try not to blow so much when I'm on my... Oh, no. So this is the second time it took us back to the Argo. It should have taken us to the next mission. Well, I said if it did that, I was going to just, I don't know, wrap it up because it's not letting us do the mission anymore. And I'm not going to abort it and then try to restart it because to me that would just, I just don't want to go through this. I don't want to go through all these fights just to end up exactly where we are right now. Yeah, it's taking us to a Rosselhag solo duel. Well, that's a bummer. This is a short video. No, I'll just say what, so at least I know what the save is next to all the other ones. So I'm going to go in here and go to continue and go to abort, and we'll see what happens when I do that, since I already have the save. Nothing, apparently. Yeah, I don't know what caused it. Maybe the rest cycle took too much time or something. I don't know. That caused an issue, or maybe it's just a glitch in the system. But the Flashpoint is no longer available. Let's just advance some time and see what happens. Alright, Flashpoint is available. Battle Tukayyid. My guess is it's going to start us all off from the very beginning, isn't it? Yeah. That really blows. I was really looking forward to this battle. This whole little mod, and it is not working. I'm pretty sure somebody out there created an additional mod to the extended thing, and I think they may have, I don't know if they fixed this, but at least I think they may have created something. But I just don't know. I'm not going to go through all the trouble of downloading, because every time I see one of these different mods, it says, well, it might glitch this, or it might not work with that, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to skip my way through the whole thing and see what happens if we lose this whole fight. Yeah, we're just going to keep resting. We have to have lost one of these engagements. We actually won. Even with not fighting any of them, Clan Smoke Jaguar was defeated. Interesting. And we're just going to sit on the sidelines. We're just going to let Comstar deal with all of this. I wonder if they're going to have the actual historic results, like Comstar was able to defeat them. I mean, my guess is that's what's going to happen, regardless of whatever I do. But unless I screw something up and I go into these fights and lose, and that would suck. Okay, we're just going to skip through them, see what happens. They're still fighting. Just going to sit on the sideline for the entire Battle of Tukayyid. Oh, Ghost Bear won. So we're 1-1 right now, not having fought anybody. Jade Falcons and Diamond Sharks. Jade Falcon, win or lose? Was not. So we're still up 2-1, and I haven't even done a fight, haven't lost anything, haven't lost a mech warrior at all. Not getting any tech, I'm not getting any loot, but guess what? I've already fought all these guys, and we already won them. Maybe this is a way around my little fight. Here's the Devil's Bath versus Diamond Sharks. Steel Viper. In the net. I'm going to save the game here, and we'll see what kind of results I can have, because essentially, here's the deal. I've already fought all those previous fights. I have some losses, I have some wins, did my tech. I just redid all those fights, and we're still in the exact same place. We're up 2-1. We've knocked 2 of the invading clans out of the fight, and one of them has won. And now we're on onto these next 2, and we have 4 total left to defeat. So the 2 that we're facing now, plus 2 more yet to face. That's a good place to start, because maybe I can actually win this, and we can go on from there. And I don't know. It could still end in utter disaster, and that would be bad. But I think I'm going to stop the video there, because this would be the actual pause point. And if I record another video and it ends and it screws up or something like that, at least I can just go back to this, and I don't even have to post the video that goes bad. I don't like posting something that I know is a dead end. Obviously, I posted the previous videos that ended up screwed up. So with that, I think I'm going to stop the video. Not a lot of action in this video. I apologize for that, but it's not a very long video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one that I post, I guess. Maybe we'll have a little more luck next fight. Thanks.